Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God, and let us adore him. So, on Thursday it will be Maundy Thursday. But what does Maundy mean? The Thursday before Easter is either known as Maundy Thursday or Holy Thursday. The word Maundy comes from the Latin word for command and refers to Jesus' commandment. It was on the Thursday of Christ's final week before being crucified and resurrected that he said this commandment to his disciples. Jesus and his disciples had just shared what was known as the Last Supper, and he was washing their feet. Here is that story. It was just before the Passover festival. Jesus knew that the hour had come for him to leave this world and to go to the Father. Having loved his own who were in the world, he loved them till the end. The evening meal was in progress, and the devil had already prompted Judas, the son of Simon, to betray Jesus. Jesus knew that the Father had put all things under his power, and that he had come from God and was returning to God. So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He came to Simon Peter, who said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." "No," said Peter, "you shall never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, you have no part with me." "Then, Lord," Simon Peter replied, "not just my feet, but my head as well." Jesus answered, "Those who have had a bath not only need to wash their feet, but to make sure their whole body is clean. And you are clean, though not every one of you." For he knew who was going to betray him, and that was why he said not everyone is clean. When he had finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes and returned to his place. "Do you understand what I have done for you?" he asked them. "You call me teacher and Lord, and rightly so, for that is what I am. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you. Very truly, I tell you, no servant is greater than his master, nor is a messenger greater than the one who sent him. Now that you know these things, you will be blessed if you do them." Jesus washed the feet of his disciples to show that he is willing to humble himself so that he too could serve them. When Jesus rose from the table and began to wash the feet of his disciples, he was doing the work of the lowliest of servants. The disciples must have been shocked at this act of humility, that Jesus, their Lord and Master, should wash the feet of his disciples, when it was their proper work to have washed his. From this act, Jesus gave them the commandment, "A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, just as I have loved you." They need the support of one another to work as a team and care for the environment. They can do that best by sacrificially working with one another and loving one another. Love for your fellow Christians does not mean we are to love those without Christ less. The idea of love is randomly used in today's society. Football players and politicians say that they love their team or their people. This is not the love that they talk about in the Bible. Many people speak of love in a romantic sense. This is not biblical love. Neither is it a feeling. Biblical love is not sharing common interests. Biblical love is both the willingness and the execution of sacrificial love for others. It also has to do with what is best for another person. Dear Lord, help me to serve others as you humbled yourself for your disciples. Teach me to love those around me just as you love me. I pray that you help me follow in your path and open my eyes to the true meaning of your love. Amen. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.